and welcome to today's video. And on today's video we're going to talk about 5 tips that I wish I knew before I started investing. Again, this is only my opinions, please take it as an educational purpose only, and let me know what you think about these in the comments. Enjoy. So my first tip would be, make sure you find the right broker. Out there's hundreds of different brokers that you could use, but the most convenient one that I've found is Trading 212. Find it has an easy interface, it's backed by the Financial Conduct Authority. You can buy fractional shares and it's very easy to use. Again, you use the stocks and shares ISA inside of this facility. It's £20,000 a year tax free, and so anything that's inside that is wrapped, whether it's dividend tax, and it's protected from capital gains tax. So you want to make sure that you're using most of these benefits. When I first started investing, I remember I used an app called Freetrade, which is listed here also, and I still to this day don't know if it was covered by stocks and shares ISA. So just make sure you're taking full use of all the benefits that are provided to you. There's a couple of people in our group that have in the Discord chat that have joined after, and we've noticed they're only using the Invest account, which they're not using the benefits of what's there to offer. So 100% make sure stocks and shares ISA, and that is a really important thing to use. This next tip is something I personally don't see spoken about enough, and it's having a plan and an emergency fund. Now, what do I mean by emergency fund? Now, I did have a talk with someone this morning which changed my perspective on this a little bit. Now, for me, if I've got £200 a month spare at the end of my money, I would be putting £100 in the stock market and £100 in an emergency fund, i.e. a savings account or premium bonds, wherever I can access it. Reason for my mindset for this is I wouldn't want to drag anything out of the stock market to then be put in to pay for bills or emergencies or stuff like that. I would prefer to have a pot of money aside for it. I understand that not everybody's situations are the same, but if you can definitely do this, then 100% put that as part of your plan. Now, what do I mean by plan? Well, I sit down at the end of every month and most months and do 3 columns: assets, liabilities, debts. What this does is it makes me work out all of my finances across the board, what I have left each month, and then I can structure a plan about what I'm investing, what I'm saving in my savings account, and put myself in a plan so I'm not getting myself halfway through the month and getting myself into a mess with my money and having to pull money from the stock market, etc. It keeps me financially stable, keeps me focused, and it helps me. That's my second tip. This next tip is, don't buy into the hype. And when you're a new investor, it can be a scary world. What do you invest in? What's good? What's bad? Again, so then you start looking for what everybody else is investing in. Don't do this. Do your own research. Find sites that look into company fundamentals. Start finding stocks that you like and follow those. That's the best thing I can say. The same people that scream about Palantir now going to the moon and rocket symbols are the same people that were saying it was going back down to 60 and back down to 40. Do your own research, look into stocks, and find something that works for your investment portfolio. Tip number 4, patience. Something I struggle with on a day-to-day life. The stock market, nobody really gets rich overnight. It's about longevity and a long-time investment plan. Palantir, and a friend of ours, Ben, is a great example of this. He was investing in this back when this was 8, 9, 10, 11. He was down thousands, but he had faith in the stock and he had patience, and it's paid him dividends now. Something you've got to think about is it's not going to happen overnight, not for most people anyway. So when you're looking at something, patience, long term, is it going to pay off? That's what you need to take into consideration. Tip number 5, don't be afraid to ask for help. There's plenty of Discord chats out there like our own that's in the description, or plenty of other places that you can reach out to people and just ask for help. Doesn't mean you're asking for investment advice in terms of stock, but just ask for help. If you're unsure of something, there's plenty of people out there that help. When you try and do it all on your own and just navigate on your own, many mistakes can be made, like my own, which I'll show in another video. But there is plenty of nice people in our Discord chat alone that help people day to day navigate the things that they don't understand. So don't be afraid to ask for help. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment and subscribe, and thank you for watching.